Rest in peace to my aunt Neat. First and foremost, real quick. I've been at a funeral, been gone all day, just thinking about life and shit. But let's talk about Ebro getting his ass fired, which I don't never want to see another person's downfall. But with with Ebro in the morning, man, he kind of brought this shit on himself. This is when you get somebody that feel like they bigger than the program. Ain't nobody coming to see you, Ebro. We want to see the guests, the artists that come, and like there was a changing of the guard. You had like different young newer artists coming around, and they weren't the type of it wasn't the type of hip hop that Ebro was used to that he came up on. So he didn't respect them, and it showed. And like I don't listen to Kodak Black. I don't really listen to Lil Uzi Vert, but I don't knock they hustle. Part of they hustle, they got to go to radio shows and do interviews. But when you go on a radio show where the host making it seem like he's doing you a favor by having you there, and he's antagonistic and he talking shit, like when Lil Uzi Vert was there, he basically told Lil Uzi Vert he was gonna flop. He basically was like, "You not gonna be here that long, bro." He ain't see the vision. Like, you ain't gonna make it. You can't say that shit to people because you really can't predict how this shit go. And the fact that he thought that kind of let you know how out of touch he is. And now chickens come home to roost because Lil Uzi Vert is still okay. He's still relevant. And Ebro is unemployed. You feel what I'm saying? The thing that really turned me off though was that time when Kodak Black had them charges against him. Now, if Kodak Black was guilty of whatever the fuck they was charging him with, because it had something to do with a young woman, he was guilty of that shit, then he need to go to jail. Period, point blank. I'm not condoning that shit at all, but he came on Ebro in the morning, and Ebro was super disrespectful, bro. Super disrespectful. And Kodak ended up leaving, like, you know what, I'm up. And Ebro like, so get the fuck on, basically, right? Talking about like we protect women over here, shit like that, right? But then, and this is the thing, I feel like it was like some shit, cause Kodak from Florida, so I feel like it was some South shit. He ain't like Kodak cause he young and he from the South. You feel what I'm saying? But then Fabulous come on, and this was around the time where Fabulous had that drama with his baby mama, where they released like the ring cam footage, and Fabulous was spazzing the fuck out, like cussing her out and going off on her and shit. And then they was releasing stories talking about he knocked his baby mama teeth out, all type of shit, right? He get on the show with Ebro and them. Ebro ain't got none of that energy that he had for Kodak Black. He's very cordial, gracious, and that just rubbed me the wrong way looking at that. Like, bro, like if you gon' if you gonna go in for Kodak because of what allegedly was going on, you need to give Fabulous that same energy. And the fact that he didn't, it ain't sit right. It ain't sit right with me, man. But he's never had talent. He was just basically like a program director, bro. You supposed to be building a relationship with the artists because you never know how this shit gonna go. And you like talking shit to artists. Now all of a sudden you finna be unemployed. He probably finna do a podcast. Who gonna come on the podcast with him? You know what I'm saying? Who that's relevant gonna come do a podcast with him? Anyway, that's just my 2 cents, man. Feels good out here. Love y'all loved ones, man, because nobody's promised tomorrow on some real shit. Hug y'all people, bro. Peace.